Hey animal, eat this popcorn. If you want to lead a calf, you have to know everything about yourself. A full skirt flapping in the wind may threaten him. Every movement calculated, slow, as though you were part of the earth, growing imperceptibly toward the animal. It is my hand that is feeding you daily. It is my hand you can trust. Then, whammo, you and the calf are at the fair. You have taught him to trust you, so he won't jump at the applause, won't kick the kids who offer him popcorn, so he'll stand tall and square when the bidding begins. So at the end of this, we had an auction, and we knew what would happen to the animals after that. So it was sort of a sad time. Most of my family had been in Iowa since the 1800s, and this is a poem about my Grandma Wormley. Grandma's hands. Grandma Wormley chuckles as change spills through her crooked fingers. These arthritic hands have served her well for over 90 years. Pioneer daughters' helping hands carried buckets of water, peeled potatoes, plucked chicken feathers. 18-year-old country school teacher hands shook the school bell to call students from recess, pulled up the flag for a daily salute with the chain clanging against the flagpole all day. Young wife hands cautiously poured coffee into dainty cups, rubbed clothes in scalding water against the washboard, snapped beans chanting, a heel and a toe and a pokio. Moving to town with time on her hands, she crocheted doilies, pieced together quilts, and made chocolate cookies with half a walnut on top. Her hands planted 4 o'clocks and poppies, picked peaches from the tree and pulled them in half, mischievously lit firecrackers on the 4th, and held back on the power lawnmower so hard the wheels wore down. Swollen joints, zigzagging fingers, 90-year-old hands. Yeah, those cups, I got them. You know, I had a set of her cups and plates and everything, and the cups were so shallow when I tried to pour into them, it would just go up the other side. Couldn't do it. I went to college in Iowa City, and one of the hangouts there was the Hamburg Inn, which Fred said he knew about. He knew the place. I had taken a class about daydreams, and this poem definitely makes use of some of those ideas. Late night at the Hamburg Inn. Late night at the Hamburg Inn is a quote from Gertrude Stein is what begins it. A little bit of choice makes a color regular. A little bit of black makes dinner necessary. A new blue notebook can make anyone a poet, but an old dusty greyhound whisking a lover into the black of night sends one immediately to the Hamburg Inn, where I sit now, watching the door expectantly. There were once those who knew the sun, knew the stars, knew all the answers. If only one of them would walk in, I would recognize him instantly and can invite him over for tea or sake or coffee or mead. Oh, the many futures that come to mind. Time to watch them all at the Hamburg Inn. Setting, alone at the Hamburg Inn. Time of day, early evening. Who's involved? A young man smiling with dark eyes. Description. He walks in, sits down, and we converse easily and intimately. I begin. I've always had a strange fascination with vacuum cleaners and monsters that look like vacuum cleaners and women who ride vacuum cleaners cleaning ashes from their loved ones' pipes. My fantasies have many alternate endings, he says, adding salt to his tenderloin, then continues. I have dreamed of giving bras to the wind and watching the wind parade through town proudly encased, or of the wind violently ripping the bra from its breasts to run naked again through the trees, or of the wind growing old and sagging until the bra no longer supports the breast, but drops to its knees to catch it lovingly. But someone has burst through the Hamburg Inn door screaming, "Is the grill fired up? Is the grill fired up? I want to know, is the grill fired up?" That guy's really drunk, I say routinely to the next table, then revert back to my silence. In my daydreams, I pose questions to myself and answer them in many possible ways, rehearsing the lines, knowing that when the situation comes up in reality, I do not know what I'll say till I hear myself speak the words. If only I knew what state I'd be in, or who I'd be with, or how old. Plans can be made, but the time can only be right when you've almost forgotten about it. I look at the clock. The restaurant echoes with the sounds of now retired cooks cursing over the hot grill as one table rates the food and another table rates a movie. Suddenly, my friend is back and we burst into rhyme verging on song. Rated R for revolting, rated P for patronizing, rated X for extra dollar to get in, rated R for racy dialogue, rated P for practically boring, rated G for goddamn kids make too much noise, rated S for sappy sentiments, rated N for normal sex scenes, rated B for blood and guts in living color. The other customers gladly pick up the song and we sit back knowing that our waitress will soon fill our coffee cups and ask for a nickel apiece. The sun is hot. The sun is really hot. But it's not just the heat, it's vinyl heat. The heat of the vinyl reminding me that nothing is real, as the waitress makes me say I want cream before she gives it to me. And it's not even cream. I want my money back. You said this was cream. I scream it at the top of my lungs, and the plaster on the ceiling starts to crumble. The cracks form letters, then words. It is a message. I am suddenly a member of this odd group at the Hamburg Inn. You are the chosen ones, the plaster says. And I wake up instantly. This is not one of the futures that is possible. A pause, if it lasts long enough, will always draw one's attention toward the clock. Just time's way of inflating its own importance. Many times I've sat here with the clock looking at me, surprised as I am now, pulling on my coat, debating or not debating about a tip for the waitress who I will remember not as an employee, but as the restaurant itself. Just as the waitress is employed, so am I, and it is time to go. It is time to go, and I cannot go yet. This is the time when everything comes back to me. I had so much to say, and I wanted the evening to continue. I'm on my feet now and near the door, and I don't want to go, so I linger forever. So that's sort of the Midwestern goodbye. You spend a lot of time in the doorway.